Machado into foul territory, and then with that cannon for an R.
0-1 to Pagan. Pagan hits one high and deep to right. Kadire back. It is off the bottom of the wall, and it kicks away from everybody. Pagan is being waved in.
Yeah, PB has plenty of strength. I could actually put PB before Burnett if I wanted to.
And that is the ball game.
Cody Ash is the only one that's kind of stunning. So is Utley, but it's a 2-game series.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball. Right center
Who?
field. Get out of here. It is
No. Just start when he starts. And again, we're going to do a full game.
And the Rays survive to play another game. Rays win. Rays win. Rays win. 5-4.
Really tries to save it for Melanson. The 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball to right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. And Bobble. McCutcheon's throw. The runner breaks for the plate. Here's the throw. It is out. The Buccos win it. Raise the Jolly Roger. They waved home Schierholtz. He's thrown out at the plate. The Buccos win their 90th. What a finish.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. How about that finish?
Tie game in the ninth. Jay grounds one. Pedroia makes the play. Throw home. 2 out. Over to third. It gets away. Alan Craig is going to come to the plate.
Counting down to first pitch in Philadelphia. It's the Angels and the Phillies, and it's next on the show. With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's interleague baseball, the first of a 2-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Phillies. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Phillies baseball here on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Well, you see here's a couple of guys that have gotten off to really good starts so far number-wise. Both pitching with a lot of confidence right now, and I expect their good starts to continue, and I think this could be a low-scoring game.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Angels. As longtime manager Mike Scioscia will line up his guys like this.
And everybody else looks horrible.
They'll go to work against the most valuable player from the 2008 World Series, the changeup specialist left-hander Cole Hamels. Eric Ibar. A move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's on.
Wow.
First pitch, 7:07.
And this is on the ground, foul, wide of Howard over at first base. And they guessed right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. And a barehanded pickup. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Talk about setting a bad tone for a ball game. First batter of the game, and they can't make a routine throw to first. Better hope that's not a sign of things to come.
J.B. Shuck will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. cutter low, 1-1. Hit on the ground towards first. And this stays down on him, and it's right by him at first.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Albert Pujols will stand in now in an early RBI spot at the top of the first. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
With the first 2 guys of the inning on base, that's a big strikeout there on their number 3 hitter. He'll probably get 3 or 4 more shots at it before this game's over, but he might not get a better RBI opportunity than that one.
Cole Calhoun will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. In there, no balls and a strike. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Brown has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
Now, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
David Freese will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play. So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Took something off there, but it misses ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Starting lineup for the Phillies is there on your screen.
All that tells me is those guys don't know how to spell Phillies.
They'll match up against a guy who's made great strides the last few years, the 6'5" right-hander Chris Tillman. And defensively, the Angels will look like this in the field.
Same thing with this.
Number 19 will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Runner at first, and the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will get his first shot at it here. And he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
One 1-0 pitch now. And there he goes towards second. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing, and now this ball's got some carry to it, high and deep out to center. And this one is a home run. So it's a 2-run shot for Jimmy Rollins. 8th home run on the season for him as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base, how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, folks will make you pay at this level.
Chase Utley steps in now.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That home run a moment ago, 407 feet officially. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, this is how you got to do it this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
So one away here with the bases empty, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And that will end up a foul ball. Softly hit ball pushed foul over to the left side. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
When But you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone. And that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Carlos Ruiz will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. Hard hit towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around second. He'll try for third. And he'll get in there safely. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Dominic Brown will get his first shot here, trying to come through with 2 away and a runner at third. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Cowgill will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Chris Iannetta will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
They'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
Hamels loves to start guys with the change. That time it's good for a strike. And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's going to strike hitters out. The question is, are you going to make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Colin Cowgill will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. In there, 0-1. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Oh, 2 pitches swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Chris Tillman will be the batter. And Hamels takes something off to start the at-bat, and it pays off. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having... And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels are gone in order. They're down 2-0. Marlon Byrd will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
And here's a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And there's your first out of the inning. Cody Ashe will dig in here. Here's the first offering. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And this is taken in for the second out.
Whatever he's doing out there, it's working out for him. That's back-to-back pop-ups here to start the inning, and he's just making it look easy.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll leave things up to Cole Hamels, the pitcher. Fouled back. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Phillies down in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Eric Ibar is ready to go here as we begin the third.
For the Angels, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out. J.B. Shuck will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Now a swing here and another ground ball headed to first. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Albert Pujols stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. He's ready now. The pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Here he comes on 2-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And this is fouled back and out of play. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Cole Calhoun comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. David Freese will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his...
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. And on the error, a run is going to score.
It's only the 3rd inning here. He's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Howie Kendrick will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Look at the end of the inning right there.
And there's the fastball by Hamels. Good for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Philadelphia is on top, 2-1. Number 19 makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, number 19.
First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
Good job here. He stays inside the ball well, doesn't fall over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
Jimmy Rollins will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. On the ground to Kendrick. This might be 2. Ibar for 1. On to Pujols, and it's a double play.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You've got a good base stealer over there at first base. Why not give this guy a shot to run before you go up there swinging at the first pitch and ground into a double play?
Chase Utley will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all the way.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Calhoun is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down quickly go the Phillies as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Chris Iannetta will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. In there for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, hey, goodness, he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Colin Cowgill will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And that misses for ball one.
Yeah, coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Oh, gets you right in the strike zone.
Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Hamels ready with the 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that misses for ball four.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Chris Tillman will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Squaring 2-0, and he pulls it back for strike one.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Now he'll look to third, but go to second. To second for one, and it's right over his head.
Okay.
This looked to be a sure double play ball, but look at the throw here. Whoop! Right over his head at second base. That's a costly one.
Eric Ibar comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Try to change the pace with two strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there.
And a base hit as that'll score the runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece. J.B. Shuck will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike one. And this will be fouled away. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Albert Pujols will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Late on the changeup, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Bird retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Angels get just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Ryan Howard will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Hello, the dust.
Right through it here. He's behind 0-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the ship. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
And a big swing by Howard, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Carlos Ruiz is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Calhoun is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Dominic Brown will try it again. He flew out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score. Fouled straight back. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And that's in there for strike 1. Now a hard liner. Foul. Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
David Freese will step in. An RBI singled his last time around. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average will climb a few more points.
Howie Kendrick is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Rollins. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1. Chris Iannetta will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels leave 1. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Marlon Byrd will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it should be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. but it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Here's the 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's stopped foul. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
There's a look at his pitch count so far. You can see he's already thrown 37 pitches for strikes. That shows me that he's been able to work the zone effectively to this point.
Cody Ashe will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. First offering on the way. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Now a changeup, and this is hit on the ground to shortstop. Therefore, it is Ibar, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Paul Hamels will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
That's hard hit back up the middle. And that's off his leg on the mound. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Colin Cowgill will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
We've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count.
Number 19 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ballgame.
Chris Tillman will bat for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. Cold, strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Fastball in there for a called strike. This is fouled off to the left. Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. Number 19 will step in now. He's singled twice to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And a a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. You can see what his breakdown is so far.
One away, and Jimmy Rollins will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And that swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. One and two now to the former MVP.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here's one hit towards the hole. Well onto the outfield grass as he makes the stop. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Chase Utley will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Shuck will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. J.B. Shuck will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even good through 6 innings.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Fouled back. Ready with another 0-2. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
Albert Pujols is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
But gloved by the 3rd baseman for the out.
Yeah, and on 3 and 2, it's a good thing that guy on first wasn't running, or this would have been a double play. Pretty fortunate there.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. David Freese will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
And here's There's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. Guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect it. This thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Howie Kendrick will step in now in a big spot here in a game. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out, couldn't drive the run in, gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Kyle Kendrick will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. Angels get just the 1. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Angels 3 and the Phillies 2. Ryan Howard will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Carlos Ruiz is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. On the way. Ibar at short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And oh, they look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. On to first, and it's dropped. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Mike Scioscia heading out to home plate now as it looks as though he'll be making the double switch here. Fernando Salas will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 59, Fernando Salas. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot. Number 18, Sean McDonough.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in now is Marlon Byrd. check on Brown, and now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Line hard. But this is a foul ball. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They're down 3-2.
That was going to be some kind of breaking pitch. It didn't break like I thought it would.
Colin Cowgill will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Center fielder, Colin Cowgill.
I really don't want Kendrick up there, so.
Mike Adams will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Mike Adams.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Here's Ashe down at third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. John McDonald will stand in now, as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Center field. Number 19 is there, and he has it for the out. Eric Ibar will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Runs up to bunt here and pops this one up. Adams is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're up 3-2. Cody Ashe will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th.
All right, there's your tying run over there at first. Now I figure we'll probably see a pinch hitter now with the pitcher spot due up next. Darren Ruff will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
Furcall's running. It swung out and missed. The throw not in time as Furcall's able to move into scoring position at second base.
Ah, a bit of a gamble right here. Remember, he represents the tying run. But this is a team that won't shy away from taking some chances. And he's into second base here with nobody out.
Come on, guys, go forward.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Number 19 will bat down, 2 for 3 in the ballgame. Furcal takes his lead. Now the pitch. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. And he'll flip onto second to complete the double play. Rafael Furcal is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 15, Rafael Furcal.
Antonio Bastardo will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Now a ball hit on the ground for Rollins at short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. 1 strike to Pujols. And Albert swings and misses. Good rip at the fastball, but it's 0-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
And a great pitch there as Pujols swings and misses, and it's always a sigh of relief when you can set him down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Cole Calhoun is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. David Freese will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Comes set, now the pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt them. Nothing more in the Angel 9th. 1 last shot now for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-2.
Well, I got who I want out.
And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ernesto Frieri is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 4th spot, number 49, Ernesto Frieri. Now playing right field and batting the 6th spot.
Jimmy Rollins will try it again. He homered back in the 1st inning of this one. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And now against his body, a jump throw. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Chase Utley will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Check on Rollins, now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Such a good pitch right there. That first pitch changeup. When you can tell a guy's up there all amped up to hit, use that against him.
This is hit sharply to the left side, and that's going to be a base hit for Utley.
Boy, not only was that pitch buried in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Ryan Howard will try to keep this rally going with the possible winning run aboard on first now with nobody out. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. On the ground to short. Could this be two? McDonald for one. On to Pujols at first, and it's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Carlos Ruiz will get a chance to tie this thing up here as that equalizer is just 90 feet away. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to end it, and the Angels have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick 2-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
Yeah, that was a good game.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he needed just a little help to get out of that 7th inning, but all in all, at 6 2/3.
You know, it gets lost, but he didn't really deserve it.
Giambi with a drive, deep right field. Are you kidding me? Oh my! The Indians have won it. Their 11th walk-off win of the season, and none more dramatic than this one right here, right now.
So, anyway, saying that, I need to get some bed. So. Wow. Nobody comes.